So what was your question? Before?
My question was, listen, if I fart, will my mic pick it up? I'm just trying to
I think it depends how loud it is.
I mean, maybe if you do one of these.
I think the couch. Yeah, I think the couch might absorb most of that sound.
Oh,
I don't think we've ever
you
had.
might have to like just back it up and.
We've never had a farting problem.
Yep.
On the
Listen,
website
you
or
let
on
me
the podcast.
know, and I will.
I'll
back it up.
If I
I'll
hear
leave
it,
the mic up here.
So here's your signal for a fart. Just go like this to me, and then I know it's coming, and then we'll pause and let it happen, and then we'll get back right into it.
Now you doing that, dressed the way you are, looks great.
Perfect, John.
Perfect.
Let's address the elephant in the room.
Let's do it.
Okay.
It's Pride Month. Happy Pride Month.
Hey, listen. Don't you guys? You're not allowed to talk. Go ahead. Try to say something. Go ahead.
We can't talk.
Shut up. That's what happens. Shh, quiet. All right. So listen, welcome back. It's another episode. What Are We Doing podcast? We're back, and we told you that this week we were having our very.
I knew it.
Man down. Taco man down.
I knew it.
Sorry, there needs to be a mute on this mic, by the way, so
It's
I can
fine.
be like,
no, don't touch it. Don't just sit down. Just stay where you are. Listen, it's okay. The sets
I need to make sure that camera's good.
It should be. Did it hit the? Oh, okay. All right. So here's how we're gonna do it. We were supposed to have a guest before. Meg's made a phone call and ruined that whole thing. So then we were supposed to have other guests.
Thrown under the bus.
And so we decided, hey, don't talk. And so we decided that here's how we're going to handle the guests. We're going to do Tiger Belly style, and the guests aren't allowed to talk until I introduce them. So we're going to get into some introductions here.
Am I a guest?
What?
Am I a guest?
Are
Am I
you?
allowed to talk?
No, yeah, you can talk. You're good.
Happy Pride Month.
Yo, that's how we start every
I'm
episode.
sorry, but it's
this
our
month. Hey,
month.
No.
Shut the fuck. You better shut up.
You're not allowed.
Stop
She's
it.
going to be fired before she even
No.
You can't talk either.
I don't even want to hear that.
Our two guests today, and so you can talk when I say your names. Our two guests today, one, where do I start? I have known this girl for 29 years. Not
The
basically.
redhead.
Yeah, she. My sister is here.
think he's practicing
his wedding. No, you can't talk.
No.
Jeez, dude, what about the rules? Do you not understand?
I love this.
Listen,
Already,
she's great. She's got red hair, and that's where we get it from. And then she brought along her part. How?
Arf.
You may say yes or no. You can answer this question, but then shut up. Yes or no? How do you describe you guys? Is it a partnership? Is it girlfriend relationship? How do you? No, she's just shaky. She's not even trying to.
Well, you're not giving her. You said yes or no, and you're not giving her
she
an
can say yes or
opportunity
no.
to say yes or no to a certain thing.
That's true. Okay.
Do you describe yourself as a partnership?
No.
What
Dude,
are we,
no.
a business?
No. Do you describe yourself as girlfriend and girlfriend?
no.
No.
Do you describe yourself as life partners?
No.
All right,
Lesbian
okay.
lover.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
So I think the last descriptor is lesbian lovers. And then I met
okay.
this.
I like that.
I met this girl. I think it was probably 5 or 6 years ago, and I think the very first time that we interacted, we played Mario Kart. And I think my memory serves me correct me based on my skill set. I'm almost positive I won every single time, and that set the precedent for our relationship.
Well, that's surprising because you're trash. So if you won every single time,
Hold
then
on.
that means whoa.
Hold on.
I'm not going to say the name, but whoa.
All right, Morgan and Christina are here.
Yowies.
Everybody hit the clap button, Megs. Where's the clap
You got
button?
rid of my labels.
It's right there. Just hit the okay. Hey, come on, Ronnie. She don't need no. That's all right, because she's your best friend. Morgan and Christina are here. My sister, girlfriend, our friends, our family. They're here.
Now,
How are you guys doing?
How do you describe
what's the-
yourselves?
yes,
I want
what's
to know
the-
the answer.
They must have forgotten.
Yeah. Morgan's my fiance.
Oh, wow, we are assholes.
So that does okay.
Wow,
no,
we're
well, no,
assholes.
that adds a whole other layer to it.
That-
So before fiance, what would you describe yourself as?
Girlfriends.
Girlfriends.
There you
Okay,
go.
perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
We didn't make it complicated for you guys.
You did. I like that. You added a layer to it, and I wasn't ready for it. You got it.
All right, so let's break that down. We're gonna jump right into it. First of all, how are you guys? Let's get some introductions. Say hi, hello, what's
Hi,
up?
hello, what's up?
Yeah,
We're doing great.
Exactly how Megs would introduce herself. Christina, I know you.
Yeah, no, I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here. Listen, yeah, it's Pride Month. We're here. We're gay. We're Pride.
Hey.
It's almost the end of Pride Month.
Hey,
I'm
man.
feeling a little anxious because we
Hey.
didn't really celebrate the right way. You're trying to say hey a lot. What's going on?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What are we doing? It's Pride Month.
Exactly. It's Pride Month. Listen, and I know what everyone at home's thinking. Hot damn. Levi's look the best he's ever did since
And
this
this is
podcast
just a
started.
normal Saturday for Kodak.
It is
so.
a normal Saturday for Kodak. That's what he always wears. Here's a question.
Yeah.
You two, how good your gaydar? Like
Mine is on point. Christina is like up in the clouds.
Off.
Okay.
You know how many
Joey.
straight girls I fell for? Oh my God.
I hear that. Me too, girl. Yoey, gaydar on me. What you got?
Like eventually.
Like, well, you said it earlier. I mean, you asked me 13 or 60 at one point. I might have been gay.
We'll see what happens. I don't know. It's a long life to live, baby.
No,
So
and
just answer. Are you a top or a bottom?
But see, okay, I don't
Oh,
even
all
really
right, here we go.
understand the difference.
are you
All right,
are you getting it or
that's-
taking it?
For another podcast.
Well, no, let's address it right now. Okay, I have a real issue getting through brushing my teeth in the morning. So no, I don't think I'd be very good at my my husbandly duties. I don't think I'd handle that very well.
I don't know if you know what a top or a bottom means.
No, I don't.
No, we don't.
No, let's move on.
Okay. All right. So, listen, you guys went camping recently. How did that go? Was that fun? What was that, dude? That is
Well,
a story
listen,
to unfold.
This
Please.
is a great segue because listen, we ran into a lot of lesbians on that camping trip.
We did.
Oh,
And they were
listen.
doing big things.
Wait a minute, dude. Okay.
What does that mean?
Pause 1 second, everybody.
No, go ahead. What does that
Now,
mean?
what does it mean if they're doing big things? What do you mean?
Well,
by
they
that?
were just taking it all in, enjoying the experience, doing
what
things. And we were just over here like dilly-dallying, doing nothing, laying in our tent the whole
All right.
time.
You're giving me mixed signals here. I don't know what you're talking
to
about.
Summarize,
All right, Christina,
Morgan,
break it down.
Yeah, no, breaking it down. These lesbians weren't doing anything more than we were doing. Morgan's exaggerating it 100%. Listen, these lesbians were coming to the same restaurant that they found on the rainy day. We were doing the same thing, rainy day, finding a restaurant, lesbians just being.
And now, so
lesbians.
you didn't go camping with these people.
Lesbians?
They were
No.
just there.
Absolutely not. We
Yeah,
don't
we
know
just
any other
saw.
lesbians.
And so
It's not like they just. We have this
the bat
connection
signal,
between
bro.
us,
It's the bat
you know?
signal. Everyone knows.
That gaydar.
Okay, but you saw them all weekend,
All weekend.
right?
I mean,
and they
I
were
don't
doing.
have a gaydar, so I definitely thought every single person we saw was a lesbian. Listen, I'd be disappointed to find out they weren't.
Right. Okay.
Disappointed.
How
I get
many
that.
did you encounter any bears? Anything?
Unfortunately not. I went on many bear hunts,
And
even solo bear hunts
I
to
heard
try
this.
to track some down,
Okay.
but
Can you break this
I
down for me?
came
What?
up unsuccessful.
Okay, so
Which
you
bear are we talking about? Like Levi
black-
bear?
a black-
Or like
okay.
a black bear in the
No,
woods?
like the top
Black
bear. No kidding.
That's
We're
what
off
I'm
that
talking
subject.
about. See, okay, now I'm
on
picking
top.
up what you're talking about.
That's it. So you're probably a bottom, fam. Shut the fuck up. So you,
Which one's the bottom?
not you, or
Okay.
not me. Whatever.
Whatever.
So why? Okay, you went bear hunting by yourself and with Christina as well. Did you ever take the other lesbians,
The ones we
No.
didn't know,
or
no,
did you
we didn't
see
ask
that?
them.
Or I'm sorry, did you see them out hunting bears as well? Probably.
No, actually, I don't think I did encounter any lesbians on my bear hunts.
No. Okay. And
No,
what
it was
was
a
your
solo bear hunt.
and
No,
what
'cause they
was-
don't want bears.
But what was your mindset behind that? What would you do if you actually?
I just
found
wanted
one?
to see one, take a picture of it, stand there in the silence and observe it. Hopefully, see a bear cub because that'd be really cool. But I just wanted to see one in all of its glory,
Right.
And then leave because you can't be too loud or get too close or.
Okay. And so, what would you have done if you would have like
I'm
looked?
confused.
Oh, no, I'm
I'm
just.
so confused. The way Christina was talking, it sounded like You guys
Lesbians were hunting for bears?
Yes. That,
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
the way Yo was
Morgan
talking
describes
about
it. All right.
was actually a bear, and you were looking for a
All right.
bear in the wild.
Let's go. I'm going to try my best to do long story short here.
Let's
real
do it.
quick. We went camping. It's bear country where we
Yes.
went camping.
Middle of Virginia, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
We don't want to run into a bear where we were because you could be killed. And while I was
Would have added a little bit of excitement to our trip.
Okay, right. So they put up all these warning signs when you register for the campsite
Yes.
saying, if you see a bear, because it's bear country, of course, you see a bear, stay still, be quiet, back
Play dead.
away.
You're supposed to-
Actually, it
No,
said
don't play
throw
dead.
rocks.
Did it?
If you play dead, listen, think about it. If you play dead,
They're gonna eat you.
That's it. You're
right,
gone.
the bear's like,
You-
oh my God, this is the best
my
meal I've ever
dinner.
had. It's not even fighting for me. Oh
and
my
then
God.
good luck playing dead when they come up and just like
Right.
with all their claws.
Yeah, listen, play dead when a murderer is coming into your house,
luck.
okay?
Right.
Don't play dead when a bear is trying to come after you. I
right.
mean,
Yeah.
logically think through
Oh,
it.
I'm fighting a human.
So
But I'm
they
not fighting a
say, right, I'd fight a human too. Absolutely. Listen, I'll fight
Good luck.
anyone. Come at me right
We've,
now.
No.
we've wielded off wolves with rock knives that we made in last episode. So I mean, it's
You don't want to see
have-
me in a wild when they drop me with a dead moose. Let's just say that.
we have survival skills. And if you don't know what we're talking about, hey, watch episode 7 of the What Do We 8. Watch episode 8 of the What Are We Doing podcast.
Yep, I've seen all the podcasts.
Exactly.
So
Love
we, long story short, I already made it long.
It's
We
okay.
made it long.
I went
You're doing
napping
all right.
one night. No, I went napping one afternoon.
You were napping.
Morgan left me
Decides
during the
to
nap.
leave you alone
Decides to leave.
in the middle of the
I woke
woods
up in a panic
to go look for bears.
to go look for bears.
Joey,
This
come
is
on,
true.
man.
Okay.
Hold on. No. Let's break this down. Survival skills. You left while your partner was asleep and didn't know where you were to
Actually-
hunt for bears.
I, in my defense, did wake her up and tell her I was leaving to go for a walk.
You sleep like a rock? You just don't
No,
remember
she
shit when
acknowledged
people
me.
wake you up?
She heard what I was doing.
I may have mumbled.
Said, yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, okay.
So then I'm out in the wilderness enjoying my nice, quiet bear hunting walk. And all of a sudden, I see the jelly bean roll up,
What's that?
honking her horn
jelly
in
bean.
the
Jelly Bean is the Nissan Juke.
Okay,
Nice.
so Christina
Nice.
pulls up in her vehicle to another part of the campsite.
Well, I was like
Correct.
down the road. I was
Yeah.
on a trail.
In the woods.
In the woods.
In the woods.
And so Christina,
Blaring her horn, which first of all,
Christina's
that's probably
mowing down trees.
against the rules to begin with.
Looking for my only partner because remember I have no gaydar. I can't find another one.
That's
yes,
it,
yeah. because you found one and that's it. Dude.
If this one goes, you're lost.
Right.
That's it.
You'll be out hunting for bears.
I'm done.
Yeah, you'll be out hunting for bears. Okay, and so Christina pulls up in the juke.
And so that was it. My walk
Honking her
was
horn.
over.
Right.
I had to get in the car.
You got in the
I
car.
said get in the car.
Hunt is over.
The hunt is over.
She said, well, I was out looking for bears. I said, get in the car. Let's go home.
is that your wedding hashtag? The hunt is over.
Oh, you know what? That's a good one.
good one.
Yeah, I'm going to write that
Maybe
one
if
down.
we were getting married in the mountains.
In the woods. So maybe we change.
What?
what?
Well,
I
that's
said
okay.
maybe if we were getting married in the mountains.
Oh, I
be a
thought
little
that
more
sentence ended
yeah, I don't
before
know
in
if
the
that really
mountains.
works like at the
yeah.
beach.
Yay.
That would be a little weird.
Meg said the next step. Ladies, listen up. We know you can't stand it when us men get a little bit lazy in the nether region, and there just doesn't have to be a special occasion for smooth balls. Never has been keeping your balls fresh and clean been so important and easy. With the Turf Chopper 3.0 from Smooth My Balls, you'll receive 8 hours of use off of a single charge. Use it wet and dry. Thanks to its 100% waterproof enclosure, and every trimmer comes with an alloy polish blade to back its no-scrape technology, meaning you won't nag or nick your nuts. Smooth My Balls offers worldwide shipping, a 30-day money-back guarantee, and 24/7 report. Guys, this is a no-brainer. If you go to smoothmyballs.com/WAD, that's WAWD. I'm going to say it again, smoothmyballs.com/WAD, WAWD. Also use that promo code WAD, and you'll get 15% off your order today. 15% in savings. They're going to add that on automatically. You won't regret it. My balls have never been smoother. Right, Megs? Did you guys watch, so we all kind of quarantine. Did you guys watch Tiger King, right?
Absolutely.
How you feel about it? Give me your opinions quick. Break it down. You think it's fantastic?
Listen, I love trash TV. I have no shame about it. So
Okay, speaking of trash TV, I'm gonna take it in a different conversation. You're from New York. Correct. So your roots are there. You're deep in there. We can hear your accent. I think most people probably know.
Okay.
So you're from New York.
Long Island.
Long Island, even better, dude. How do you feel about like Desperate Housewives, Long Island? Like the stuff that's actually in New York, like the New York reality TV. Like you said, you love trash TV. So
Trash
like
TV.
these, right?
Yeah. So the most relative thing I could probably point to is I personally don't watch Real Housewives because I'm a lesbian. I watch Jersey Shore.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Love Jersey Shore.
And you love that show. You don't think they're over exaggerating. You don't think they paint a bad name for the Italian, New Jersey, New York culture.
Okay, so as
Absolutely
a New York inhabitant or native, how do you feel about Jersey?
Ooh, that's a good
Listen,
one.
no, I'm not one of those people who have a problem with Jersey. All my friends are from Jersey. I have relatives from Jersey, so
Right.
I'm not one of those people who's like, Jersey's trash, New York is trash. Like,
Right.
I'm not in that feud. But listen, I'm going to say right
When
here.
you said trash, I heard New York all day. New York trash, New Jersey trash.
No, listen, we're both trash, equal trash. Listen, if I could find someone who agrees to disagree with that,
love
that's
it.
cool with me.
I love that.
But listen, so I'm from Amityville.
Okay.
I have problems with that.
Have you ever called anyone a dirty little hamster?
What?
All right. It's a Jersey Shore thing. I don't know. I just thought maybe.
No, you see, like when I came up here, I'm like, parties here.
Parties?
It's coming out hard now, baby. I love
that's
that.
Get that
Snooki's
accent
famous
out.
line
Yep.
when she came in, and then she got kicked out of the
Parties
and
here.
it's a
She's
whole thing
back
you gotta
now.
watch.
She's back now.
Oh
Question
no,
for
she's
you.
amazing. Yeah,
Think
what's
about
up?
Did you hear
Yeah.
the skit between me and Levi where we did New York accents?
So 2 episodes ago.
Oh.
2 episodes
You're getting
ago.
called out.
Yeah, you are. 2 episodes ago, we read.
watch every podcast.
We read.
She's like, oh shit.
We read the sex scene of Wolf of Wall Street. So Margot Robbie, Leonardo DiCaprio, Staten Island, New York. And I think
sweating a
Can
little
we,
bit?
can we give her a brief recap?
Well, I'm sweating over that
So,
scene a little bit.
Oh yeah,
So,
go ahead. Yep, go ahead.
What do you do for work?
I have my own line of lingerie and I make my own panties.
This is disgusting. Please stop.
She designs panties. Jesus fucking Christ.
No, not good.
That was awful.
No, that was
No,
good.
I'm sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're adding W's randomly in
Adding
places.
W's. I'm just trying to get some coffee.
I'm getting a glass of water.
I'm just trying to go get some coffee.
We're playing Mario Kart.
Some Mario
We're
Kart.
playing some Mario.
You guys are gonna say Mario one more time.
Mario.
Now you say it.
Mario.
Mario.
Listen,
I'm right there. I'm so right there.
we're not making fun of Christina or anyone else.
I
It's all
am
laughs here.
Mario.
Kodak is.
I love the Yoes.
Okay, and speaking of previous episodes and things we need to bring back up, Justin and I last week in preparation for this episode tried to reenact you two meeting for the first time. And so we need
we
to
really missed out on this podcast.
Yeah, what are you guys
did.
doing?
I'm telling you.
You're wearing the fucking merch, but you don't actually watch the podcast. That's cool. So, how did the first conversation, like, how did the initial conversation between you guys go in, what was it in York or New York back in the day? When did,
Well, it was in York. You guys were both there for it. I think we were in Justin's car. No.
No,
What, did
it
Justin
was-
not come with us?
No,
to pick you
it was
up?
one of Levi's other friends.
Zach, probably Zach.
Was it
What other
Zach?
friends?
Probably Zach.
Oh, so was Justin not
Because
there?
it-
I was
No,
thinking
Justin
it
was
was
there at the
Justin whole
house. I remember
time.
because he showed me his tats, and I
Yes.
was like really impressed.
It was
that
at
he had
the- it was at
majority
the
And I
of
was
first-
mask.
like, of course, this girl's a lesbian. Finally, a girl who likes Zelda stuff, and she's a lesbian. Story of my life.
Well, that's why she's a lesbian, because
Of
she likes
course,
Zelda
you know.
stuff.
No.
And so you at the apartment was the first time? That was the first coming to the
Yeah.
apartment?
So the way we met was through Tinder, and she was home for break, so that's how we connected.
So let me just say this right now because I think this is the most fascinating thing,
Yeah.
and it's fate, destiny, whatever you want to call it. Morgan grew up in York and went to college in New York
On Long Island.
on Long Island. Christina grew up in New York, Long Island, and went to college in York, and that's how they met.
Yeah.
Like,
Now,
I mean,
okay.
almost. Like, how, come on,
I
dude.
mean,
that's like,
It's fate. Let's talk about it.
That's
Love.
pretty, yeah.
Two pieces.
It was amazing.
Two pieces of the puzzle. Me.
That's a perfect situation right
I'm gonna
there.
talk in a New York accent for the rest of the podcast.
All right, good.
All right.
Listen,
I like it.
So, just kidding.
So listen, I met
Now,
this
okay,
girl.
let me recap what the conversation might have been like when
Okay,
you
here we
guys
go.
first
yes.
met.
Back to
Okay,
this.
tell me if this is any type of accurate. What's up, you little redheaded cutie over there?
Oh, not much. Just studying, and I'm working out because I got a swim meet on Saturday.
A swim meet? You a swimmer?
Yeah. I got I got some scholarship, but these girls I'm hanging out with, they introduced me to Fireball, so I don't think I'm gonna swim anymore.
Oh, girls. You like hanging out with girls?
Well, most of the swim team's girls, and my college roommate and blah.
I like hanging out with girls too. I'm not on a swim team though. If you're picking up what I'm saying.
Sounds like a stud or something.
Christina's like, damn, why didn't I meet Kodak before I met Morgan?
Damn. Well, I'm just saying, like, those are some good lines.
I'm telling you.
Shit.
Take my class, Christina. Well, I'll help you
All
out.
right. Okay.
Masterclass.com/Kodak. Check it out.
You got it.
So, okay. So
Was it anything close to that?
nothing close at all, probably.
No, absolutely not. So that's exactly the way it did not go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Take notes, everybody.
yeah,
Other way.
real quick. Morgan was home for break, and that's how we connected. And I'll never forget. I asked her what college she was going to. She said Adelphi, New York, and Adelphi.
2 minutes down the road from you.
Okay, well, it was like 30 minutes down
Same
the road.
thing, yeah.
But all my friends went to Adelphi, so I was just kind of freaking
Texting all
out.
your friends. Do you know Morgan McCurdy?
Yeah,
Plus, for a Long
basically.
Island person, it was a pretty impressive school to go to.
It
So she
was.
was probably like, damn, she got into Adelphi? She must be pretty
She's a
smart.
little smarty pants.
Yeah, I mean there were other impressive schools, but
Right.
I just didn't know my someone out of state
but
was
in-
I mean,
going
it's
to
not
Adelphi.
Harvard, but it's Adelphi. You know
But I
what
mean,
I'm
in New
saying?
York, I mean, what's the biggest schools in New York? Like the film school's one of them, Adelphi. I mean, there's.
Listen, you have a lot of SUNY schools in New York, so
What does that mean? I don't know
there's
what that
like
is.
A state school.
Cortland is
Hack.
a huge school.
Like our hack would
No, like a
No.
state school. So like Bloomsburg, Kutztown.
Yeah.
Kutztown University.
Westchester.
Westchester.
Those are
Got it,
our
got it, got it,
state
got it.
schools.
Yeah, so
Long
we have
Island University.
Cortland.
Got it.
There is a Long Island University, actually. Did you guess that?
No, I just assumed.
No.
Yeah.
So you guessed.
So you did guess it. Yeah. Same thing. Yep. You got it.
Yep.
Drink your water.
Yep.
Drink your water.
Drink your water.
Yeah, so we
Christina.
met and listen, we were talking for maybe like 2 or 3 days. And then it was a Monday night. I'll never forget because I was failing all my classes. I was still trying to go to classes. And I just got back from a lab that I was failing. You guessed it. It was St. Patty's Day. St. Patty's Day fell on a
Yep.
Monday.
That's your anniversary. Mm-hmm.
And she was texting me, through Tinder, I guess, at the time and said, let's come out. Because she's on breaks. She's got nothing to do. She's helping her brother move in. I'm like, who's your brother? That's fucking
Hell yeah,
weird.
dude.
Yeah, and I'm like, listen,
On
I
the
gotta go to
corner
class.
of
I got class.
Madison.
It's a Monday. I cannot go out. I was out all weekend, the previous weekend already.
Let me find out Yoey's the aggressor here. Let me find out Yoey's the one who's like, come on, girl, come out.
Yeah,
Just-
no,
just
that's
come out
exactly
for a
what was
little bit.
happening. She convinced me. I'll never forget. I got ready for a whole hour.
Yeah, she's like, oh, just give me an hour or two. And I'm like, no, like I'm ready to pick you up in 10 minutes.
Hey. All right.
Dude, and speaking of St. Patrick's Day, what was it, 2-3 years ago? They invite me and Megs out for St. Patrick's Day because it's A, St. Patrick's Day, B, their anniversary, and the day after they're running a 5K in downtown Harrisburg. So they're like, yo, we got a hotel. They upgraded us to a Penn Suite. It's our anniversary. Come through. Come drink with us. We're going to go downtown and party at St. Patrick's Day. So Megs and I, we show up to the hotel. We're all pre-gaming, having some shots. They say, hey, we got the suite. We got VIP access to the lounge upstairs with food, appetizers. Let's go eat something before we go out, spend less money, soak up some of this vodka that we've been drinking.
Right.
The elevator,
Just a little bit of vodka.
I think, is what did us in because I think Morgan and Christina were pre-gaming before Megs and I got there. And boy, we got up there. There were some boneless wings. There was some wrapping bacon. Whatever you expect from a VIP lounge at a hotel. Whatever they're putting in a Bunsen burner.
Oh, yeah.
We get outside of the VIP room. Morgan instantly vomits. instantly vomits. Projectile vomit on the floor of like the top floor of the hotel, penthouse suite style, fucking whatever. Morgan's vomiting. We get back down to the room. Megs and I Uber home. The night's over.
And I was dead on the bathroom floor literally for 12 hours.
We woke up the next morning. The first thing Megs and I text Morgan and Christina is, how'd the 5K go this morning?
Oh, no. I forgot about the 5K.
Hey, listen.
Guess who didn't run a 5K?
Didn't go.
I love it.
I tried though. I got up, I got dressed, I got my running sneakers on. And I was like, wait a second.
And then you try and brush your teeth and it's game over.
Game over, dude. All right. So speaking of trash TV.
Wait, I'm sorry.
We always do it. It's okay. Go ahead.
Hit it.
What are we doing?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. The first time in history, the name of this podcast has been said so many times on the actual podcast. I love it.
Finally, we're actually using.
Here's the title.
Just got to bring Christina on more often.
Here's the title of the article. Joe Exotic will start selling NFTs and weed in prison. He is currently starting his 26-year stint in prison for everything that happened with him and Carol Baskin, as we know from the Netflix series. So let me ask you this, guys, Morgan, Christina. Carol Baskin, she killed her husband, yes or no?
No. I actually
Shut it down.
Hot take.
Turn the podcast off. That's it. Goodbye. Good night, everybody. Why? Hot take real quick, dude. Go ahead.
All right, just real quick. I really don't think she did. I think it would have been investigated by now, like in depth. I think they would have found evidence by now that she did. I think there's also strong evidence support. Okay. I'm pulling shit out of my butthole right now because like when I I do. If you want to put the mic on my butthole right now, I will. OnlyFans. Listen.
We'll get into that in a minute.
Honestly, seriously, I just seriously think there would be more evidence supporting her killing her husband versus there is. I'm saying this wrong. I sound like an idiot. Okay. But wait, there's more evidence supporting that he really did just kind of run off.
Fly off to Aruba and hang out with whoever.
And I think something honestly went wrong with his plane. That's it. Thank you. Like and subscribe.
Hot take.
I fucking love it. So you don't think if I came to you in 3 weeks and said, hey, Sparks Entertainment, we're expanding. I'm getting myself a tiger zoo and a meat grinder. You don't think with man-eating tigers and a meat grinder, I could hide a body in about 2.6 seconds?
I think you would have been caught.
Okay.
Well, okay, so how about the FBI agent or whatever that came out maybe 6 months ago and they recently were like, oh, yeah, no, we've definitely just recently proven that his will was forged.
The signature on the man's will was not his.
But they said, they were like, okay, so you're going to go arrest Carol Baskin right now?
Listen,
and they were
then
like,
I
well,
think
we can't just go arrest Carol Baskin right now.
Yeah, so then I really think it's one step at a time. If they found that the signature was forged, okay, then she needs to get in trouble for that. Yep. And then keep going for that.
Yeah,
like then she needs jail time for that or whatever the sentence is. Right. I don't know. I'm not an investigator.
Keep chipping away at it.
Right, exactly. I don't think you can, that's circumstantial compared to like, you know, in a murder investigation. Can you throw
killed her husband,
jail? Okay,
Christina. I don't want to hear any bullshit.
I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts.
She killed her husband, fed him to the tigers.
My gaydar's
I don't want to
going
hear
off.
about it. I don't want to hear about your gaydar right now, okay?
Fucking bottoms, man.
These goddamn,
they're so emotional.
These goddamn bottoms. They're so emotional.
Oh, God.
Speaking of emotional.
Best bottom you've ever met. No comment. All right.
Listen, I don't know any bottoms.
You do now.
Speaking of emotional, your shirt that you are wearing. Push your mic forward. Show the camera your shirt. Your shirt is a picture of our girl Britney Spears, and it says hashtag Free Britney, BRITNEY. If you don't know how to spell the name, learn how to spell the name. And
Levi.
If you don't learn how to spell the name, Christina's going to call you out on a podcast about it. So learn how to spell the name, BRITNEY. Learn how to spell it. Free Britney. Why are we freeing Britney? Where does she need freed from? Tell me about it. I don't know.
All right, listen, she different from a lot of what people think. I'm just gonna do this in a quick, maybe even 30 seconds.
You're serious? Yep. We got all the time in the world. Go ahead.
Listen, she doesn't want to be freed from her conservatorship necessarily. Like she knows she needs that, or I don't know if she knows she needs that, but that's not what she's fighting for. She's fighting to be freed from her father from being in charge of the conservatorship.
And so for people who don't know what that means, I'm going to break it down to what I think I understand it means, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Years ago, many, many years ago, someone in her camp, her father, manager, lawyer, and maybe one other person, whoever, said, hey, Britney, you got too much money and we're going to kind of take over and control your life, basically.
Well, wasn't it that she was mentally like incapable of handling everything that was happening?
Yeah, Kodak, you have it correct. Levi, I don't know where you got that from. So basically what happened was she honestly was having a really bad mental breakdown, like a lot of celebrities do. I mean, you see a lot of celebrities admitting that these days.
Bieber,
Lovato,
Gomez,
Bieber,
Devato, Spears.
Gomez,
Got them all.
yeah.
Yep.
Not
All
to
right,
mention
so
she's been famous since she was 5 or whatever.
Mickey Mouse
Jesus.
Club.
Totally.
Justin Timberlake.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. So she grew up with the spotlight in her face. It caused mental illness, like it did in other celebrities, and she had a really bad mental breakdown. So
And you've talked to her about this.
I did. Yeah, we were on the phone the other night,
Yes.
specifically about what are you doing podcasts, and she wanted me to let you know.
Don't mention the shaved head. Just don't mention it.
Well, good job, Yoey. You just fucked up.
Listen. Okay, I'm getting annoyed.
That's okay. No, keep going. This is
a
you.
little
It's
emotional.
Yeah,
all
listen,
you.
I don't want to get sued. She didn't really talk to me about it, but.
So, okay.
Listen, no, she had a really bad breakdown. They had to put her under conservatorship. Amanda Bynes was also under conservatorship to protect their financial, because they don't. You have this much money. Do we really trust what you're going to be doing with all that money?
If I came to Justin tomorrow and said, hey, man, Spotify's writing us a check and you get $30 million,
yeah,
I'm going to take 90% of that from you and give it to you probably over time.
Oh,
Like in the most like serious, you know what I mean? Like, because I don't, but then again, maybe I would, but
he's straight up avoiding the fact of saying, I don't trust Justin
it's
with
not
$30 million.
But here's the thing.
What?
To backtrack 1 second, I wouldn't try, if they came to me and said, hey, Kodak, you're getting 30, Levi, you're getting 30, I'd be like, Megs, take it. Because if I have $30 million,
I think it's not only that, but it's it's protecting her money from people who would try to take it.
Right.
It's not
That's what
protecting
happened.
her
Because
money from
It's-
her spending her own money. It's people taking advantage of her money.
Okay. Well, then let's say like this. So
The
I
same
was
thing as
just talking about T-Pain.
T-Pain. Yep, exactly.
Well,
T-Pain.
I've been diving deeper into this, and he had his own label, and he was paying people $3 million at a time, $1 million at a time to be
Right.
on his label.
Right. Because that's what you do for a record deal.
Yeah, well, 40 million goes really quick when you're giving out 3 million at a time and $1 million at a time and all that.
Right.
So, but no one came forward and said you're having a mental breakdown right now. No one came forward and said, "Yo, you got a drinking problem, all
Right.
this shit right now." Blah blah blah.
Yeah. How long ago was this? Just curiosity.
2010,
Okay.
15,
There you go.
2010 to 15. Yeah.
Right. So probably same
Right.
time as Britney.
A little earlier, Britney was.
And so now
Yeah.
is she
She came first. T-Pain was copying her style, but
now, to your
he
knowledge,
cut off his dreads and all that shit. You know.
did you watched? I think it's on Hulu. There's the Free Britney documentary. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. And you watched that.
Yep.
And so it kind of gave you insight to all this stuff. We haven't watched it. I think we want to, and we will eventually. But it's
Yeah. So what it gave me a lot of insight on was, so I don't know if you gave your audience much of a background about me, but I'm a huge Britney fan.
if you can't tell from the last 10 minutes of this podcast that Christina is obsessed with Britney Spears, then please
If you
turn it
haven't
off
picked that
now.
up yet.
Please turn it off now and never watch again. And if you have picked it up, thank you. Continue.
Listen, no,
Good job.
real quick. I'm gonna. You can cut this out later on. But listen, I grew up as a huge Britney fan when I was like 3-4 years old. I had a Britney doll. She's saying, "Oops, I did it again."
Is Britney Spears the reason you think you're gay today?
No.
Okay.
No, I wanna
just a
hear
question.
what you're saying.
I don't have a
You were
crush on
huge-
Britney Spears at all. Like, I almost look at her as an idol. She's someone I grew up with, and I'm able to continue to grow up with her older than, like, if that makes sense. Like, I never had to outgrow her.
Oh, okay.
She kept coming out with music, and as I grew up, she was still always there, becoming this
Progressing.
idol
Yeah.
for me.
Right. Yep.
So no, I don't have like this huge lesbian
Okay.
crush on Britney Spears, but so I am just absolutely still obsessed with her. That all still being said, the documentary gave me a lot of insight on the aftermath of what happened with the conservatorship. So after she stopped her Las Vegas residency, I didn't really there was like a lot of mixed stuff coming out about
And she's
that.
not in Vegas anymore.
She's
right?
not, no. So the documentary gave me like a little bit more insight about that and the backstory about that. So I appreciated that part of it.
And so, do you buy into? And this is just jumping off into another thing.
Hold on.
So,
To the point of not growing out of things and just having somebody you can grow up with. So I was a huge fan of Jeff Hardy growing up, WWE wrestling. blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
okay.
Well, of course,
Yeah.
you get to a point where you have to make a decision whether you're going to keep riding with this wrestling train or accept the fact that it's all fake and you're probably going to get made fun of if you keep watching it, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. Well, I was a huge Jeff Hardy fan. Literally my idol. I had my hair cut just like his. That's why my body hurts. I was trying to be just like Jeff Hardy.
backyard wrestling.
It got to a certain point where, well, he had his own issues and stuff. Not maybe the same thing, but drugs, alcohol, had plenty of issues himself, mental issues, blah, blah, blah. Left the scene for a while. And because maybe it was wrestling and it was maybe a little more childish than music and something you can kind of keep up with for the rest of your life, I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm not a Jeff Hardy fan anymore. But I mean, still, I'm like, Team 2 Extreme, bitch, what's up? I'll do a swanton
Right,
bomb
like
right here
I'm-
off this table. Don't try me, Levi.
It becomes like your identity a little bit.
It does, yeah. And I think maybe personally, I don't know if I have one of those. I think maybe
Chris Angel.
that kind of maybe the Backstreet Boys for me.
Okay.
Because they're still kind of, you know what I mean?
vibe with that.
I'm still waiting on my email back to be the sixth Backstreet Boy. Now I see they're making an album with Lance Bass and they're calling it Back Sync or
I didn't see
I
that.
don't like that. Just off the top, I don't like that.
on
idea at all.
TikTok, AJ from the Backstreet Boys posted a TikTok with Lance Bass saying, "Hey man, we're working on stuff. Things coming soon." And one of the hashtags was album coming soon. So I think we're gonna get a Backstreet Boys and Sync mashup album.
Let's handle this right now. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? Levi, go.
Okay, no, I need
Yes, go.
I need to know your answer first because this might determine whether we're friends or not after this podcast.
All right, Yoey, go. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
I don't know the difference.
Shit.
All right, just get the fuck out. Just go downstairs.
I mean, just go.
Well, okay, sing me two of the songs and I'll tell you which
Okay,
one I like.
Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You are.
Okay.
My fire.
You are
No. The one.
the one.
Desire.
Okay, next.
And then NSYNC, Tearing Up My Heart. It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. But when we are apart, I feel it too.
I like that one better.
Well, that was
You guys are
funky
vibing
as
a little
shit,
bit better there.
That was
Okay,
funky.
but what if we do like everybody from the Backstreet Boys? Am I sexual?
Whoa.
Yeah. Am
Oh, yeah.
I the
Yeah, I like
only one?
I like them
Now
both.
now do bye bye bye.
Oh, that's insane.
Bye, 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 bye. Nothing
Yeah,
but
I
a
feel
game
like
for
they're
two.
the same for me.
Nothing but to tell you what I had to do. Bye, bye. You may
Okay,
hate
so
me, but
fun
it.
fact about Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. Backstreet Boys were actually all about the harmony. And NSYNC was all about the actual beat.
I can see that.
They were
100%,
made.
yeah.
They were created basically by the same person.
Oh,
Lou
they all have the
Pearlman.
same look. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
Lou Pearlman's a piece of shit.
There
dude.
you go.
Lou Pearlman.
You know.
Yo, fuck Lou Pearlman for real, dude.
But he basically created them both. But
Oh.
NSYNC was more about the beat.
Well,
You know-
you can even see it when you watch old ass Backstreet Boys
Absolutely.
nowadays, and they're like,
Right.
and you're like, all right, bro.
You
You're
know
like
Lou
50
Pearlman?
now, but
So Lou Pearlman was the manager for the Backstreet
Oh,
Boys
yeah.
and NSYNC.
He was like
Bro,
the boy
he
band
took,
king back
He
in the
took
day.
the Backstreet Boys on a year-long tour through England, a year-long tour through the United States, Canada. They were on tour probably in the 90s for like 3 to 4 years straight. And Lou Pearlman calls them in one day and they say, hey, we got money for... Can you imagine this? Kodak, you know that. Ragface, whatever. You're on tour. I say, hey, man, I got all these shows. We're going on tour in Europe. We're going on tour in America. We're going on tour here, and there. 3 to 4 years. We're literally doing Kodak shows everywhere. And you're like, man, Levi, this is dope. But my phone bill was due 3 months ago. Like, hey, dude, I got you a check. Yeah. Lou Pearlman calls all the boys in, all the NSYNCs in, all the Backstreets in. And he's like, I got checks for you. $10,000 each. 4 years of fucking touring and all my guys, $10,000 each. Lou Pearlman took all their fucking money, bro.
But do you know why he took all their money?
Well, because he was probably doing the majority of the work, and
he labeled himself as an additional member of the band.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
So when he went in front of the judge, and the judge is like, dude, you're telling me you're the 5th or 6th
I've been a part of the Backstreet Boys. Is that
They're
why?
like, this old bald man?
I'm Sporty Spice, bitch. What are you talking about?
Hold on. Is Lou Pearlman the reason? Because, okay.
I'm Louis Spice, bitch.
Flashback to 1997 when I was 5 years old. I got that first Backstreet Boy album, and guess what? I had an all-in-one, big as fuck, heavy Gateway PC. I put the CD in that PC, and guess what? CD-ROM, baby. It came up. Talk to the Backstreet Boys, email the Backstreet Boys, listen to their album, do this, do that. I'm like, I'm going to email these motherfuckers. I emailed them back in 1997.
Still waiting for that email, huh?
I said, hey, man, let me be the 6th Backstreet Boy. Come to find out, Lou Pearlman was it the whole time,
Lou
dude.
Pearlman.
Didn't know. Louis Pearly was already the 6th Backstreet Boy.
Fucking Lou Pearlman. Dude, fuck that guy.
Listen, any other fun facts you know or not so fun facts you want to know?
Christina's got it. Perf's got it.
Perf.
Back to Britney for 1 second. So is this real? Okay. So I've heard stories every time Britney posts a video on Instagram, all the comments say, Britney, if you need help or money, or if you're not okay, please wear a yellow dress or a pink bikini. And then a week later, she comes out with an Instagram video in a pink bikini or a yellow dress or whatever the comments say. Is that fact? Cap or no cap? Because we will learn what that means on this podcast. Cap?
You're welcome.
Is it a lie or no? Is it real? You can tell. I'm just saying.
No, I personally think those comments are actually coming out after the fact that she wore those.
Yeah.
And I think people, like, if you look at her Instagram has become just a unfortunate hole of trolls at this point. Like, she posted something, a video recently. Right. She goes through she asked through like a couple, I know my fans are asking me all these questions. What's my foot size? And what's the... Okay, like bullshit questions. Like, no one's asking her any of those.
Right. No one cares what shoe size she is.
The final question that someone asked her, will you ever get on the stage again? Which is a serious question. I've honestly, I've never seen Britney Spears live for another podcast. And she says, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to get on stage again. She gave a serious answer to a serious question, but all the comments to that video are, no one's asking you these questions. Right. Everyone just wants to know if you're okay.
So how do you feel about that when you see her come out with a video, knowing that she has to know that all these people are asking these questions, and she's just coming out like, hey guys, so people just want to know how I feel when I go into the blah, blah, blah. And
you know what?
Weird, extra quirky, over the top.
But if you look at her other comments to her other posts, she's addressing those trolls a little bit too.
Is she?
Yeah, she is. And I'm not going to call them out straight out because I just don't remember them, but she does start to address them.
Oh, wow. I've only ever seen
mostly
that
after
one
the
video.
documentary came out, actually.
Okay. So it's safe to say the conspiracy theories about Britney are not true. And that basically she is just in a shitty situation that every other child star who has been in the limelight since they were 13 has gone through. Speaking of Britney, she's a girl. Girl Scouts. Hey, man.
What a segue.
What do you want to know?
Okay, wait.
Were you in Girl Scouts?
Pause.
You weren't?
No.
Wait.
Is that like a lesbian tradition? Christina's like very surprised right now.
Wait. I knew Morgan wasn't for a fact. I didn't know about you, Christina. You were a Girl Scout.
Things.
Oh, yeah. I was
Megs, were you?
I was.
Oh, shit.
What? Now that's surprising. I
That's
didn't
surprising.
know that.
That's way surprising. I didn't know that about you. You were a Girl Scout.
How many badges did you have?
Oh, I have no idea.
How many
Christina, I
badges
bet
did
you know
have?
exactly how many.
I think my whole
How many? What was the
vest
question?
Badges? Like how many old ladies did you help across the street?
3. I only had 3 badges.
What happened?
But she seemed very ashamed of that 3, so that's...
Whatever. I thought that was a lot at the time.
Meg said her whole vest was full of them.
Okay, well, my Grammy wasn't there. Like, I would bring my vest and my badges to Grammy, and all she did was 3. So,
Oh, wait. So you had the patches, you just never sewed them on?
yeah, I mean, I know I had 3 sewed on, but I don't know if I had more than 3 that Grammy. Like, listen, I'm
you
not trying
only-
to
I
blame
think
Grammy.
you
on
only
my
had
Grammy.
3. You only
My
had
Grammy
3.
doesn't listen to this
Stop
I think
trying to-
Grammy was lying to
Stop
you.
trying to blame Grandma for your lack of badges, dude.
I got a whole box of patches
Okay.
up in the closet.
Love you, Grammy.
So let me break this down for you. The Girl Scouts. This is the only job a little girl under the age of 18 can get. They go door to door and they sell.
Not true.
They say, well, almost. You know what I mean.
Yeah, not true.
So if these girls came up to your door and they were selling like hammers or comic books, you'd be like, hey man, go away. I don't want a ham. But if they come to your house and they're selling cookies, you're like, oh my God, you're so adorable. Let me buy your cookies. Like any other product they're selling,
Do they really go door to door?
they used
Yeah,
to.
where'd you get
Not
these facts
anymore.
from?
They used to.
This is some classic facts right
They
here.
used to. Right. But,
Wikipedia?
No, now they set up out front of a store.
Yeah, that's
and you
true.
Yeah.
go buy from them.
okay. Also, where does all that money go? You pay for these cookies. Have you
I think
ever
it says it on the box. It goes to some sort of.
So that was the biggest thing. Where does the money go? And I Googled it, and this is what I found. All of the revenue raised through Girl Scout Cookies program, 100% of it stays within the local council and troops. Or they may use the money earned to fund a project that will improve the community or donate money to a worthy cause. Now, that last part, when have you ever gone to an event, anything that's sponsored, a baseball field, a football field, a T-shirt that has a bunch of logos on it? When have you ever seen the Girl Scouts logo sponsoring an event?
No, they like do things like build gardens, like
Where?
well, there's one at the VA hospital in Lebanon. I know of
Is there?
that because
Okay,
well,
that's what I'm looking
that
for.
was a Boy Scout thing.
Okay.
That's not Girl
essentially,
Scout.
well, almost the same thing.
But yeah,
No,
they
Boy
like
Scouts is a
do
different problem.
projects, like things like that. Like
We can get into that if
clean
you want.
up
but
I don't know much about
something.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like clean up trash on the side of the road, like things like that.
Right. So volunteering. More things that don't require them getting paid.
Yeah, but
Where
like
does the
building
money
a
go?
garden
Right. So, okay. But if
costs
they,
money.
well, yes. Go ahead,
like-
Christina. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got something to say. So, our money went to.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were with
Megs,
it.
what'd you do as a Girl Scout?
We went camping.
You went camping.
All the Girl Scout troops
Right.
went camping.
You went camping.
Like, it was probably 4 or 5 troops. We all went. And my
Okay.
mom was there. My mom was chaperone.
4 or 5 troops. So how many people is that?
Oh my God. I'm going to say 100 girls.
100 girls.
Yeah.
So probably what, like 2 or 3 girls to a tent?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was more than that, actually.
Oh, so this is where your lesbianness started.
Yeah, so
You were in a tent.
we were
in
in
the Girl
a,
Scouts.
we were in a cabin at first, and then like a bat landed down. No, you want to know the story?
No,
or
seriously.
not?
Oh, is
no,
this for
I
real?
know. Yeah, I got ready.
Oh, let's go.
Here we go. Get the OnlyFans on. We were in a cabin, and a bat came down. We were like, oh my God. So there's bats in like the little cabins. So like me and like 6 other girls were like going to be in the cabins, like 3 girls each in a cabin. And because these bats were in these cabins, we had to share tents with the other girls who were already going to be in tents. So, oh my God.
And to cuddle up real
sad.
close.
We all had to
Oh, what a
squeeze
shame for
together in
you,
these
right?
Oh
tents.
no.
Oh, so sad.
So sad
I have
for
pictures
you.
from that camping trip if you want to see. Let me know. I got you.
So you went camping, and who provided the tents? Do Did you have to bring your own tent and sleeping bag?
You know what? I don't know. I was so young for that camping trip. You want me to call my mom?
I'm just trying to break down how much the camping trip costs.
Yeah,
compared to how many cookies are sold every year through each troop.
I don't know. I could tell you it was only one night, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Camping for one night.
Sure
Yep. It wasn't a big camping trip.
Sure, in a lot of communities, though, Girl Scouts are bigger. It's just not big around here.
Interesting.
You see them putting up a big fight in some of these like small little towns.
Yeah, you do.
Well, and I feel like doesn't it say something that you maybe don't know what they're doing? So they're out doing all of these good things, but they're not standing up to brag or to show off, oh, we do all of these good things. They're just doing it without announcing it to the world, obviously.
Or they're not doing those things.
I know it's what you're trying to say.
The CEO of the Girl Scouts is pocketing all the money. Interesting. I just saw a TikTok about it, and I thought it was a great point, and I thought you guys would have some insight.
TikTok.
And you did.
Yeah. So that TikTok, did that say that's the only jobs for little girls?
Bullshit.
Okay,
Because that is
a 12-year-old girl. What job are you giving your 12-year-old?
Well,
But why are you saying it's a
I'm
job?
sorry.
I'm confused. I
Yeah,
don't think they're
real
getting
quick.
paid.
No.
That's what I mean. They're not getting paid, but you also have to
That's
give
not a
up.
job.
You have to give up your Saturday to go sell these cookies.
Absolutely
called
not.
volunteering.
Yeah,
It was
it's
an after school
volunteer
activity
work.
for me. First of all, it was after school. Third of all,
Right.
as a 12-year-old, I had to go get working papers, special working papers from my town.
Okay.
To go work at my local beach.
All right.
And I did arts
I was
and
going to
crafts.
say, yeah, no, you can get a job. I had a job at, well, I'm not a girl, but my sister had a job at 16 waiting tables. She was getting paid under the table, but
Right.
that's
I
my
had a job
beef
at
with TikTok.
15.
That's all.
Okay.
they be selling the bullshit
It's
on
just like
TikTok,
when you would
boy,
sell
and y'all buy it.
chocolate or pizza boxes to raise money for your soccer league. Well, what was your soccer league spending money on? Your jersey? The soccer
Right.
ball that you kick around?
Right. Right.
It's the same concept.
Yeah. But those soccer balls cost $10.
Okay.
So, like, where's the rest of the money going? You raise more than that selling chocolate.
Now, with that
Mitch
being said,
McConnell.
Right. So where was that money going? The
What?
CEO of the soccer league's pocketing the money, building
Right.
a mansion?
Yeah. Interesting.
now with that being said, me starting to get involved again with like the little league stuff. There's a lot of expenses you guys wouldn't expect. Paying referees each weekend for like
Yeah.
the whole year and all that stuff.
Okay.
That's
Field
it.
maintenance.
Field
Yeah.
maintenance. You got to pay some old man to come out, paint the lines on the field, and come mow the grass and blah blah.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, so that's a good point because I really do always like think the worst. Like I made that stupid politician comment before, but I really do think that like a lot of these Girl Scout, Boy Scouts, soccer leagues are going to, you just only think the worst, like politicians.
Well, there is
I
a
could
lot
be
of shady
100%
shit
wrong.
going
Someone
on.
let me know.
Well,
but
I mean, like the college basketball thing, how these college
Bro,
players are
and
not
you know-
getting paid at all, but
Yeah,
there's NCAA games,
Yeah.
and they're getting the huge sponsorships and all this, but the players don't see any of that.
Were your
Right.
were your swim meets televised?
No, not a swim meet. No one cares about us swimmers splashing around in the
Well,
pool.
all right. You never know.
But-
You see
She
college.
got a
You see
point.
college swimming on TV. College
I mean,
swimming
maybe,
on TV.
yeah.
Okay.
If you ain't
All right,
Michael
but-
Phelps, don't nobody give up.
Right.
Right. And is that what
Pretty
everybody
much.
is that what everybody in college just dreamed to be? Michael Phelps. That was like the number one goal for everyone as a swimmer in college.
I
You
guess.
just
I mean, not at Adelphi, but
right.
yeah, I mean,
When did he get big? When we were in like high school, college area?
That one, whatever that
Women wasn't really cool except for you guys until Michael Phelps came along.
whenever that one Olympics was where he won just like every gold medal.
Yeah.
And then
High
the
school.
world found out he smoked
Yeah.
weed.
Was that high school?
And then they canceled him. They canceled him for smoking weed.
God
Yeah.
forbid the
Can you remember-
Olympian smokes weed.
Jesus, dude. What a world we live in.
How can he swim so good? His
Yeah.
lungs don't work. Let's
All right.
see. Okay, so what's
So we're gonna-
Yoey? Let me see here. What's your favorite classic Disney movie?
The Lion King.
Lion King. Whoa.
Hold on. Stop,
Okay,
stop.
now as somebody who grew up in the same house as her, Levi, what's your favorite classic Disney movie?
Okay, my favorite classic Disney movie is Pinocchio, but I know for a fact Morgan only said Lion King because that's the first Disney movie she ever thought of. She doesn't actually have a favorite classic Disney movie because that's the only one that she actually knows of is The Lion King. So that's not actually her favorite classic,
Oh,
correct?
there's a deeper story here.
Or is that the only one you've ever seen?
It's the one I like.
AKA that's the only one she's really ever watched.
The one I like.
Christina?
Oh, that's Mulan.
Yep.
Yeah, I was Mulan for Halloween, but the part where she was like dressed as Pang, the guy,
yeah.
because that was the only way to do it.
I like
for
that,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, my mom
I
sat
liked
there
when
with
she
me,
went
put
Pang, yep.
put my hair in a bun. Yep.
I was all
Mulan.
about that.
Mulan.
Yeah, that could have been a foreshadowing, but no one caught on.
All right. Lion
Me too.
King, Mulan, Pinocchio, Megs.
I don't think I have one because I, up until about 3 years ago, don't recall most Disney movies until we had Ollie, and now we watch them all. So I don't think I have a classic.
Fair. Kodak. Classic. Aladdin. Pinocchio, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast.
I was a big fan of the soundtracks. It's almost hard for me to pick my
Shrek.
favorite movie.
Shrek.
No.
That's not a Disney movie. So
I was so I can pick my favorite songs.
go ahead.
I just can't wait to be king.
So
Lion King.
Yep.
The Mulan song, the Christina Aguilera Mulan song.
Reflection.
Reflection.
Real excited.
When will my reflection show? All right, let me stop. Who I am inside. That one. The Hercules song.
Hercules, I was never into.
I was never
Yeah,
into
I didn't get into
the
that
actual
either.
movie. Nope, but I love the song. What's that? I don't fucking know.
What about the Aladdin
My
song
Place.
Genie singing?
No.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Okay,
Friend
let's
Like Me?
let's break that down.
Robin Williams.
No.
Never had a friend, never had a friend.
That's the
Never had
one.
a friend, never had a friend.
But is that Aladdin song better than A Whole New World?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. But
Okay,
I
then
think
why
A Whole
don't-
New World won a Grammy.
Then why don't we sing that at karaoke?
I mean, we
It's
can.
boring.
All I'm saying
It's more of a
is
one-person song.
A Whole New World is a duet. More just
whatever works.
Yeah, all right.
You squeaking over there?
Squeaky
My
squeak.
mic squeak.
The
that's
fun,
okay.
the fun of the karaoke is that you sing the female part.
A whole new world.
Yeah, you know what you guys should sing for karaoke? You know that song Picture with Kid Rock and what was that? Shania Twain?
Ooh, there you go. Yes, I know exactly what song you're talking about.
Picture.
We've played it before.
Which one is
at
that?
Weddings. It's not a popular one, but it is. It's like Kid Rock and a female duet.
Is it not Shania
Picture.
Twain?
I think so. Megs, look up Picture by Kid Rock.
If it ain't Kid Rock's ball with the bang, dicky, dicky, dicky with the boo, the out talk the boogie.
Morgan's so confused. She has no idea what we're
Sheryl
talking
Crow.
about. Cheryl Crow and
Oh,
Kid Rock.
God.
Picture. Yep, that's it.
Yep.
It's a good song.
I don't know if I know
Yep.
this one.
That's a good karaoke song.
So okay, all right. So Mulan.
All right, back to Mulan.
What are we
yeah.
even talking? Yeah, Mulan.
We were supposed to argue the best one, but I think
It's
they're all
Mulan.
just
That's
great.
ridiculous.
So
Mulan.
and Christina,
Hold on.
Absolutely.
she won.
Now I messed with Mulan, but hold on a second.
Yeah.
Is
fight me.
is Toy Story a Disney movie?
Yes.
Is it?
It's on Disney
Okay, well
Plus.
then what are we even talking about? Because Toy Story all day, baby.
All right. Well, here's my argument, though. I feel like, and I was talking to you guys about this earlier. There's the 2D movies, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they have to fall in a different category. Because are there
I'm
any
talking
2D
about Toy
movies?
Story 1
That's 3D.
as a child.
So is
3D.
Mulan, is it not?
Now it's 2D.
No. Yeah,
Toy
that's
Story
2D,
is
yeah.
like the first 3D movie
There's
that
a
Disney
difference.
came out
There's
with.
a difference. You're right. You're right. So if I'm
yeah,
talking
fight
2D,
me. That's what I said.
if I'm talking 2D, I'm talking.
Cinderella.
Oh hell no!
Lion King is 2D.
Definitely. It might
Aladdin,
be Lion
Hercules.
King, man. I think it's got to be Lion King.
Like, I'm talking about these classics. And don't get me wrong, Toy Story is a classic, but it's more before that.
You're right. It's not like the vault, like Disney's vault type of thing.
Okay.
Pinocchio, that's 2D.
God, here with
Bambi,
that
did you
old
cry at
sh-
Bambi? I don't like
I
Bambi.
don't see. It's too old
Hey
for
man.
me. Bambi's too
hey
old
man.
for me.
Pinocchio.
Pocahontas?
Dude? Wait a minute. Pinocchio, dude, relevant to like 2 days ago. Bro, a lobster fisherman just got eaten by a whale. And guess what that whale did? Spit his ass back out like a week ago. True story. Some guy fishing for lobsters got swallowed by a whale. The whale said, nope, you don't taste good. Spit him back out. He said the whole time he was in there, it was dark, couldn't see anything. He said, this is it.
Wait, the
I'm
fisherman's
dead.
alive.
And he's alive to tell the story to this
Wow,
day.
does he have a
So,
cricket on his shoulder?
If the fact that Pinocchio is a real thing and this man got swallowed by the whale, I don't know. It's real life, real true story.
Now, if you think the whole point of Pinocchio is the fact that some dude got swallowed by a whale and spit back up, then you ain't watching Disney movies the right way, boy.
You're right.
I agree.
It ain't relevant. Pinocchio's ass. Let's be clear here. Pinocchio is ass.
And honestly, though, like just to get back on the point though of Mulan, and even something like Aladdin King. Aladdin King.
Aladdin King.
Oh, can we edit that out?
Whoa.
Oh, man.
I'll handle that in post. Thank you. All right.
Aladdin and Mulan, they had those famous voice actors in those movies. You have Eddie Murphy and
Where's Eddie Murphy?
Robin
he's
Williams.
Mulan. He's in Mulan. He plays Mushu.
Mushu, yeah.
Oh, Eddie Murphy's Mushu.
Yeah.
Robin
and then
Williams
Robin Williams
as
is Genie. Those are movies that are bound for
Now, how do you guys
greatness.
feel about Will Smith as Genie?
Did
in
you
the
watch?
remake?
Okay,
No,
now,
I didn't
did you
watch
watch
it.
any of the
I
Mulan
didn't.
or the Aladdin remake?
No, I never watched either, actually. I
Good
wanted
choice.
to watch the Mulan remake. I knew I was going to be disappointed,
Yep.
especially without any, like, it's just.
Oh, and Mushu isn't even in that one.
Exactly.
They cut him.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Right.
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Exactly.
Hey, guys. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Hey, so we were talking about this before Megs got up here. Listen, I've shaved your butthole once or twice, right?
Yes, you have.
Exactly. And so Morgan was Morgan was pissed because Christina didn't do the same for her, or vice versa. What was it?
Yeah, she doesn't let me shave her butthole.
I
I would
mean,
love the honor.
It's a little bit hard to get down in there. And
Oh,
you know,
you should see some of the positions she gets into in
Morgan
the shower.
has walked in on me in my positions.
Hold on. Kodak. No, just, so is it more like?
ahead, give me an
Is it
example.
more like this?
No, well, I'm in the shower when I'm doing it.
Or is it more like that?
Right, so I don't have a
Yep.
chair in my shower.
Yeah, that. Or is it one of these where you put a leg up like this? and
Yeah,
do-
actually, it's more like that.
Yeah. Except
No.
try to get it up like on that shampoo
Okay,
shelf.
so you know what you guys look like? Tarzan. Are we back on the Disney movies with
Oh,
Tarzan?
how did I forget Tarzan? Tarzan. That was it. That's my
gotcha.
favorite classic.
No way.
Seeing him,
No way.
seeing him glide down the trees
No
when I was a kid. That was
yeah.
all. That was. Oh, dude, that was it. And then Phil Collins for the soundtrack. Get the fuck out of here.
I will say.
Give me a glass of coffee. Give me a cup of coffee.
All right,
I
Robert De
will-
Niro.
I will say this. Tarzan's soundtrack is probably at the top of the list. The movie, though, I do agree with Tarzan the movie. I'm not sure about that being at the top of the list.
What?
Anyways,
What? Say something.
shaving your butt. Also,
Yeah, I
and
shave my butt.
And we talked about OnlyFans. So here's the idea. Morgan, you were kind of with Ollie at the time, so we'll break this down for you. We're going to start a new podcast for you, Christina, and Megs, 3 girls. And what are we calling it?
the gassy girls.
The Gassy Girls
Gassy Girls.
podcast. And so what we're going to do is, because you guys fart a lot, apparently you were blowing up my couch earlier, which thanks for that.
Yeah, in your bathroom.
So we're going
Says who?
to start this podcast.
No one else? Okay.
And then we're going to also have, instead of these microphones, we're also going to have, in addition to, microphones under your chairs. And so when you fart during the podcast, we're going to cut it out and then sell those farts on an OnlyFans page that we create for the podcast.
Nice.
Called Gassy Girls.
I'm here
It's called
for
the
it.
Gassy Girls OnlyFans. So instead of like a Patreon or a merch store,
Mm-hmm.
all they have to do to support the podcast is go to the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And Megs is going to put pictures up of her extra long second toe and her molding big toe feet.
Yeah, listen, I have a mole right here. I have a little mole.
Yeah, all of the insecurities you have about your body,
Okay.
they're going on the OnlyFans,
Okay,
baby.
cool. Listen, I'm just double checking.
You think that stomach's
it's
a
a
little,
little one.
You think that tummy's a little too big? We're putting a picture of it
I
on
didn't
OnlyFans.
say it was. Why did you think it was?
No,
Watch
I'm
it.
just saying if
Shit.
that's what you think. I didn't say it
What are you
was. I'm just
doing,
saying if
Levi?
that's what you
Fight me.
think. OnlyFans. Where are we at on time?
1 hour and 24 minutes.
All right, we're wrapping
Hold
it up
on.
right
I
now.
want to give a shout out. It's Pride Month. I want to give a shout out to Lil Nas X.
Oh, he did say this. How you guys feel about Lil Nas X? Not great? Good?
No, I like him. I need to get more into his music. Actually, like
an advocate.
his last single that he came out with, I like. He is part of the LGBTQIA plus
Bang.
community.
Bang. Way to hit it. Way to hit
I
all
got
the
you.
letters.
Yeah,
Boom.
listen, I can go through the ABCs right now if you want me to. But
Okay, so let me say this. When I was a little bit younger, I always had this thought, and it's strange, but I had this thought, like, I wonder what what it'll be like when there is a artist who is not known as this gay artist, but this artist who is undeniably a great artist who is also gay. Now,
Right.
like that's a pretty big difference there, right?
Yeah.
Like not like, oh, this rapper or pop star who is gay, or this gay pop star. It's this pop star who, yeah, if you dive a little deeper,
Is also gay.
is also
Yes.
gay.
Right.
That's what Fletcher's trying to do.
Okay.
Okay,
So
wait.
No. Go ahead, Christina. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm sorry. I just want to say, like, a lot of bands that I listen to, I actually don't know they're part of the community
Right.
until much
Until you
later
dive
on.
deeper.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Paris
yeah,
is
it makes
like
me
that
feel,
too.
but they're not pop artists.
Right.
True.
They're not on the
Right.
radio.
Right.
Now, with that being said, we just said the other day he went from Old Town Road to
Lil Nas
what
X,
he's doing now.
Lil
real
Nas X
quick.
went
Real
from nobody to viral sensation. Everyone knows his name. To now, hey, you know my name. Also, I'm gay.
And call me by your name.
Straight
Call
up.
me by my name.
Right.
Call
one
me
of
by
those.
your name.
Right.
My,
Yeah.
your,
VR.
my.
Close
my name.
enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Very interesting. and so
I'm gay.
and so
What
I'm gonna-
I just wanted to say, and it's a very vulnerable moment, when I watched that video, Sun Goes Down, when he's like going through high school and shit, and he has that moment where he's like, he just has one line in the song where he's like, and just so you know, shit worked out for me.
Right.
And that to me, just that one line is like so powerful, because
Right.
he's talking about his gay thoughts coming up, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, just so you know, it all fucking worked out.
Yeah.
And
Do
I'm like,
you
that's
think-
so powerful, dude.
the three of you,
Yeah.
do you think if it was public knowledge that this man was part of the LGBTQAI plus community before Old Town Road came out, it would have a different effect on the success of the song? Now that we know he's gay after the fact, it is what it is. But if we knew beforehand,
I don't think, in one way, I think it would have mattered. Like I said, then he may have been the gay pop star,
right?
rather than the pop star who's gay. On the other hand, he was already pissing all the country heads off with that song.
Oh.
So why not throw a fucking extra layer on top of
Do you-
it? And I'm gay, motherfuckers.
You
How
guys
about
know
that?
how Old Town Road became the #1 song ever?
I actually don't know the real history.
I'm
I
gonna tell you
know
right now.
it's like kind of been through an obstacle. So
So he created the song and decided that he was going to be a rapper like everyone else does. He created the song. And what he did was, as soon as the song was out there, he uploaded it to YouTube, did this, did that, did whatever. Every day, he would go on his Twitter page and make a meme out of his own song. Like, listen to this gay black guy singing about cowboys. Or, listen to this rapper with this country song. Like, all the memes you ever saw about Old Town Road probably came from Lil Nas X. And so to do that, people will be like, oh my God, that's hilarious. I thought the same thing when I listened to the song for the first time. Then they share it. And then
Right.
that sharing,
Publicity.
viral publicity, make memes of yourself, do it. Then what happened? The song blew up in the pop scene. But he's like, hey man, this is a country song. So let's spend all the money we have. Let's spend all the budget that we got and all the money we got from SoundCloud and all this other shit. Let's get the country legend himself, Billy Ray Cyrus. What's his fee? Oh, $200,000 to be on a remix or a feature? Great. Get all the money we got, give it to him, get him on it. So then the Lil Nas X featuring Billy Ray Cyrus came out. And what happened was all of the country radio stations, anyone who's dedicated to country music, are getting phone calls every 3 minutes. Play Lil Nas X, play Billy Ray Cyrus, Lil Nas X, Old Town Road, Billy Ray Cyrus. And they were like, hey, guys, we don't have it. We don't have this song because they didn't send it to us to play because it's a pop song, not a country song. So all these country radio station hosts start going on YouTube, SoundCloud, wherever they can find this song because they are being bombarded with requests for this music. And they play bootleg copies of it that the radio station didn't get officially. And so now it blows up even more. And now once we get 1 trillion views on YouTube and all the radio stations are playing it, now it's seen as this big success. But that didn't come from
start
me
out
and
that
you
way.
calling in. That came from this man spending 3 months of his time making memes of himself every single day, posting them, hustling, grinding, pushing it, saving up every penny he had to get the remix done with Billy Ray Cyrus, pushing. And now he's number one.
Well, so basically, he's a genius for coming up with that idea.
Straight
Yes.
up.
Like
Absolutely.
And that brings me back around. Shout out to Lil Nas X.
Yep. And speaking of that, listen.
Because if you're watching and we know you are.
Listen, we have friends of this podcast, as you know. Speaking of shaved butts, if you want to get your butt shaved perfectly, all you have to do is go to smoothmyballs.com/WAD. That's WAWD. And you'll have a perfectly shaved butthole every time.
Okay, what about lips?
Lips, shave them with Smooth My Balls.
Okay.
Yep. Shave them all.
Same skin, right?
Let's be real here.
Okay.
The hole got a lot of little creases around it, right?
Yep.
Your hole does.
hole-
My hole does. You guys' hole does.
No, my hole is actually perfectly.
No
Okay,
creases.
well, so this
It's
ad is
butter.
not for Christina. Maybe in other areas. Just keep listening. You
Okay.
might find something you
All
need
right,
here.
I'll find a
So there's a
wrinkle
lot
somewhere.
of there's a lot of little creases in my hole, your hole, Meg's hole, Yoey's hole, not Christina's hole.
Not mine.
Well, what this trimmer here does, we
Right there.
Do y'all hear that?
You hear it?
Yeah, barely.
Because
right.
You know what that is? That's called skin safe technology. You won't nag or nick your nuts
Or your butthole.
or your hole
Or any other hole you got.
or any other hole you got.
So if you go to smoothmyballs.com/WAD, that's WAWD, not only will you get 15% off the turbo, whatever chopper 3.0 it's called, you're going to get 15% off and you're going to be helping out the podcast and your butthole's going to be really, really smooth.
And if you subscribe to OnlyFans/Gassy Girls, you will
Gassy
see the
Girls.
video of us using it.
Not yet, but soon.
Oh.
Look out for that. And speaking of fans of
I'll
this
grow it out
podcast,
first.
listen,
Okay.
we have other friends. And so what we're going to do is we decided, and I called Justin about this last Sunday. I talked to Megs about it today, and they both agreed. Because, as you guys probably know, being a part of the LGBTQAI plus community.
IA.
Exactly.
Nice.
Because of this podcast and only this podcast, unfortunately, Ellen DeGeneres is ending her show. She saw us talking about ending the show, so
Yeah.
then she announced she ended it.
Right. What are we doing?
We
Yep.
decided to treat the show a lot like Ellen, just to give her props and for everything that she's done. So
Yeah.
what did we do? We called our friends at Boss Cobb's and we got something for the both of you. And so for Christina...
I'm sorry, didn't Boss Cops go out of business or something?
Nope, sponsor this podcast, Boss Cops. Christina, and
They're
they
a big
agreed.
fan.
They have purchased you your very own Funko Pop, as you can see in many of the shots around the studio. We have the one and only number 208. Do you have one of these already?
Absolutely not. No, I actually don't have
Now this
any
is
pop. Rock.
if I'm being correct, this is Stewardess.
Yep,
Stewardess
Stewardess
Britney
Britney.
Spears.
Okay,
Yeah.
but what music video?
Is that Oops I Did It Again or
Toxic.
Toxic?
Yeah, you got it.
Toxic.
Damn it!
Get out of here.
I
I
know
can sing
my
the whole
Britney.
song right now. Don't get me going.
I know my Britney.
Speaking
All right,
of
so I'm
Ellen,
not
let's
allowed to like
dance
open
party.
this though, right?
You...
Oh, dance party.
You can choose to open it if you want. I don't open mine for whatever reason, but you can choose to open it if you'd like. Obviously, there are some, as you can see, open. But we found that, and our friends at Boss Cobb's thought that that would be a perfect gift for you. And of course, and let's break this down. You brought up the name earlier. So Morgan, for you, we had to talk to our friends at Arby's because we wanted to give you a special gift. And so our friends at Arby's, and we went back and forth with Arby's so many times and we didn't know what to do. Then we asked Christina, and you know what Christina says? I said to Christina, hey man, who are some like celebrities, artists, anything Morgan is obsessed with? You know what she said to me? She said, Solomon's, something else, and Fletcher. She said like four,
Lady Gaga.
No. That was late. Oh, I'm getting to Lady Gaga. She said Solomon's,
Swipe.
Swipe, Angelino, Cubicano,
Yeah, good. Just keep making up names.
and
Perfect.
Fletcher.
Yep.
And so Megs and I were like, what the fuck is it? So we looked it up. Fletcher's got some good songs. I'm telling you, we were at the mall today, hands down, 100%, every store. 0% Fletcher merch. You can't find a Fletcher Funko Pop. You can't find a Fletcher T-shirt. Yeah. So then I went back to Christina and I said, "Hey, us and Arby's are having a hard time figuring out what to get Morgan." So then she says, "Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga doesn't have any Funko Pops, or what we found out today at the mall, no merch. Hot Topic, Spencer's, everywhere we went, no Lady Gaga T-shirts." So we talked to our friends at Arby's and we found you something. And it's a 2-part gift. This is for you. And we thought this was very appropriate. We got you your very own Crunchy Taco Supreme. We thought that would fit in with the community that you're a part of. So, we got
is that it over there blown up?
No, that's our Crunchwrap Supreme. That is that's a crunchy taco shape. So we got you one of those.
You say it would fit with the community you're in with?
Yeah, what are we? You saying we're country?
And thanks to our friends at Arby's, we also got you. And I don't know, do you eat noodles often? How often do you eat noodles or sushi?
What kind? Oh, I hate sushi.
Or Chinese?
Chinese is all right, lo mein.
We got you your very own.
Like the community they're in, they stay away from noodles.
Yeah, you're right. So the community they're in. So
penises. Yeah.
So what we were doing podcasts and our friends at Arby's, we thought this would be perfect for you. This is your very own set of chopsticks. They are easy to use. And you can use them with your noodles. You can use them. And they have a T-Rex on the top. And as soon as I saw those, I thought they would be perfect for you. I didn't know they were chopsticks at first. I just saw the T-Rex and I thought,
that's perfect, because then I don't have to even know how to use chopsticks.
I'm sorry. Do we know the story behind T-Rex?
no, we don't. And we're going to save it for another episode. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the What Are We Doing podcast. If you need to subscribe, follow us, buy our merch, sign up for our Patreon, do whatever you need to do, watch or listen to this podcast, go to whatarewedoingpod.com/links. That's the only link you need. It's in the description. Check it out. These are the Yowies. Morgan, Christina, thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
A wonderful episode. You're definitely going to be back. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much. This is another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. Thank you guys. Peace.
I'm sorry. We'll both be back?
I think just only maybe Christina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Christina will be back. Morgan will be downstairs.
I'm on a soundboard next.